So today, let's see if I can hear myself. Yeah, that's right. So today we're going. Okay, I have missed the chat stuff. Wait a moment, please. So I need to have a chat from here, bottom, and the YouTube chat needs to be here on the top, so that I don't miss any comment or whatever. So small Pine questions, script outs are welcome. Wait. Let me remove a message from. How the hell do you remove messages from here? Oh my god. Yeah, so now, so once again, we are working on the trainer-in strategy. So what we want to do is to add KNN to it, so that we don't have to take care of the long consensus and short consensus values. We only want this to work properly. So let me show you just real quick all of this. So right now we have very good results because we are filtering with this data that we have here, 3131 111 111, which it's something that we have done manually according to the stats. And so what we want to do is do it according to the expected results based on KNN. So if we don't have those minimum and maximum consensus, and we say that these are the new maximums, you're going to see how instead of having, I don't know, 50 trades, we're going to have 150 trades. Some of them are not going to go well, and some of them are going to be okay. And so the only way of knowing if it's okay or not in the long run is thanks to KNN, and that's what we're going to do. So the problem is, what the hell do you save into the KNN? You know what I mean? So the first idea that I had the other day was to just have all the other 5 candles maximum. So that means that when you are here in an order, you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I close. And if this is went well, then you know that you have win. If you go short, however, if you go long, you have lost. So maybe here you've got -1 something, and you are fine with it. Okay. And so yeah. This was the first idea, which is rather easier to implement. And the second idea is, no, please, just wait till this event happens, which the event is, what the hell is this? the event is a short consensus. Please wait for this short consensus to happen, and then you close the trade. You know what I mean? So that's something that we want to, short consensus might have different values, but so just wait for this short consensus to happen, and then just let's see what happens. And so one way of doing that is having an array of this thing here, which is an array of positions, and so these are the virtual trades. So you've got the first candle long consensus, which would be what the hell is here? It is first candle long consensus, second candle short consensus, then which is the stop loss. So when you start here, which is the maximum, which is the which is the stop loss that we have set here, then maximum price and minimum price, so that we know if the stop loss has been reached, and then this should work with long trades and short trades. So this is not an array, but an array of virtual trade type, you know. So what I'm not sure if I actually need an array, or if it's just, you know, because once we are trading a long short consensus, we maybe the question is, okay, let me see. So maybe the question is, do we need an array, or having just a virtual trade type value is okay? Are we going to find other virtual trades once a virtual trade is open, or is it something that we don't care? So what I mean is that when you start here a trade, which is, look at that, long consensus, long consensus, and then short consensus. Maybe there are more places where we've got a long consensus and then short consensus. This one here happens to be, this seems like an accumulative one or something. So apparently here, so you close with the cumulative bump close, so it's something that we need to we need to understand how much we have in each one of the trades. Because right now the cumulative stuff is set to cumulative bump multiplier is 61.8 of what? I don't understand. Yeah, so 61.8 of whatever long consensus we had. So if we have a long consensus of 11, you do 61.8%, and then you've got the cumulative. So that's something that we need to take into account. So we need to have all of those values in an array, in a type or something, and then once you achieve, you get to the right place, you close everything. So I think that's what we want to do. Let me see. So yeah, the consensus. So let's see how we do it. Maybe it's time to just code and see what happens, because right now we haven't done anything. So maybe it's time to code what we want to do. Maybe we can leave this O rebound without any change, and then work on the KNN, so that later on we can remove some stuff here. So this is going to be PKNN. Okay, so trailer in PKNN. So this is going to be based on, here it is, so this is O2 if I'm not mistaken. O2. So this is O2. And this is based on trailer in rebound, and now this is going to be called KNN. Okay, so added trailer in KNN here. Once we have this, let's try to open this and see what happens. So PKNN. Let's close everything else. PKNN and PKNN. Okay, so this is 14th of January, and this is P1. Okay, and down there, this is always going to be P1 and P1. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. So now we can add this here and say proper, use the proper trailer name, which is means use the proper version. Okay, so the first thing we want to do in this KNN stuff is we want to change the settings, because we don't want we actually didn't want any limit or whatever. So Yeah, so so the first thing we want to modify is these settings here, so that we have all of them. Or maybe we want to just remove this consensus stuff, so that we don't care about this. Actually, I think that's the right thing to do. Although, yeah. I mean, we want a minimum of 1 consensus, not 0. Although we could actually work with 0.24 also, if you think about it. Maybe 0.24 means something as it meant before. Yeah, so maybe we should remove this altogether, and I don't know. So if we remove the 0, we're going to work either with long consensus or short consensus, which is what we used back in the day, and it was not so good. So that means that I understand we cannot say 0 here. Doesn't make sense to us. So you cannot. If that's the case, when you have 0, 0, that's going to be also one thing that we take into account, and that's not what we want to do. We don't want 0, 0 to be a problem or whatever. Yeah. So let me see. So do we remove this or not? Do we remove the minimum and the maximum consensus? I don't know. I think the minimum needs to be 1. That's to be expected. But then so first of all, what we have is LMLS. Sorry. So okay, let's try to remove the minimum maximum consensus, or not. Okay, one thing we need to do is, let me see. Welcome back, Freedom Boy, or maybe some other person, I don't know. They have 2 viewers in YouTube, that's nice. So we need to make sure that the minimum is 1, but the maximum consensus we don't care, actually. So I'm not sure if I want to modify this so that we have our minimum here or what. So I'm going to check here on the top. So this is 456 live. So So this is the long maximum consensus, I think. So I can search it here on the bottom. So here we are. So this is where we decide if we go long or not. But the difference is that this is where we're going to decide if we teach KNN or not. Okay, and so yeah, I'm going to keep this, but what we're going to do here is we're going to modify the minimum and the maximum. That's it. So let's see. So the minimum, it's going to be 1, and the maximum 24. And the same thing is going to happen here. And that's it. So 124 and 124. The same thing should happen with a short. So we should have 124 and 124. So let's change the description so that it's 124 and 124. Okay. Now we can say something like okay, let's try this before doing the commit. Let's try this real quick. We will what's the name? Look at this Pine editor, which is not, oh wait, yeah, so we will what's the name? We will reset everything to see if we have those settings or not. And so what I'm going to do is that the first candle, it's going to be whatever, and the second candle is going to be whatever. That way we will see how it goes. Okay, now it's running. So we have very bad results as we expected when we have all of these 124. But let me reset settings. Okay, so 124, 124 and 124. So this is nice. Okay, this is nice. And now I can say something like KNN does not need a maximum consensus value. Okay, nice. Okay, so what I want to do right now is I want to plot the different values that we have here, but in such a way that I can work with this properly. So what we want is to have the different consensus into an axis of minimum and maximum. So we need to add some conditions so that this works properly. Okay, so let's try to write them down here so that we know our new conditions are in a single candle you do not want both long and short consensus, which can happen from time to time. Okay, so this is the first condition, and the second condition is that both candle need to have at least one minimum. I mean, yeah, that's the conditions already. Conditions already do that. Either in long or short. Okay, nice. So this is going. So let's see if we manage to do this properly, and we will see how it goes. So in a single candle you do not want both long and short consistency. So this means that wait a minute. So here we have these conditions that are very annoying, because now I have to add it in an and thing here, and that's not right. So I'm going to remove this so that we only have this one condition. So I'm going to force one here. So let's remove all of this. KNN does not need the maximum consensus value, although I might have problems later on, but otherwise this is not. So what I'm going to do here, okay, let me see. Okay, so here on the top we have long maximum consensus and long minimum consensus. We want to remove all of this. We don't care about this. Okay. But in order to remove this, okay, maybe we have to take a look to see where the hell all of this is being used. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got the long consensus minimum, which is the smallest of these three, which we had used before for doing something else, which is long trading sizes multiplier. Yeah, so the minimum. So now we've got this sizes multiplier that we are using in order to decide if we put more trades or not here, depending on this long consensus thing. However, you know, this is not something that we're going to use. So yeah, so this is something that I actually want to remove, because otherwise it's going to make everything more complex. So I just want to trade always 1%, and that's it. What the hell is this actually? Do we have something for this, or this is something that it was just added here? I think it was just added here. So let me reload. Let me 5. Look at this. So buys Okay, look at that. So trailer sizing now depends on previous candle consensus, which makes sense. And now it depends on two previous candle consensus thing, which is not right. So we want to look at this consensus sizing. We don't want any of this. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be easy to undo all of this, but that's something that we don't want, and that's in another file. So it's going to be quite confusing if you wish, if you think about it. So let me move this to the right, and let's try to do this manually so that everything is okay. So right now we don't have any change, okay, and what I want to do is to remove the sizing part because it's not okay for us. So let's see. Show consensus target. Use body range, save strategy. We do not protect the traits that have positive. Wait a moment. Consensus size. So this is trailering N4. So what I'm going to do, so here you can see that the consensus sizing starts on N4. So I'm going to try to compare this to N4 so that it's easier to fix this, although it might not be. So this is N4. So N4 is Laia. So what you want to actually do is to check out of trailering N4 of Laia. Now we can make a copy, okay, of this. So this is going to be N4. Okay, now let's just try to undo this so that we don't have anything that it's not to be, that it's not meant to be here. So now we don't have anything else, but what I can do is I can compare trailering N4 with the one that we have here, which is PKNN. Let's see if we can get rid of sizing. Okay, we might have more changes around here, but yeah. Okay, so this is the thing. We don't care about this consensus yet, although later on maybe. So this did not have lift, but eventually, which is no longer used. Okay, so this is the consensus thing with more than one, which you no longer use. Same thing here. Okay, look at that. So here we have cumulative log multiplier. That's not it. Okay, look at that. Here we have the consensus sizing thing, which we don't know, we don't want. So let's apply. Let's search for more stuff. So lift average, which we don't care. Maybe here it's what I'm looking. I want. Look at this. Here we have the sizing multiplier and so on. which we are not going to use. So we just want to use whatever it was by default, and then, if I'm not mistaken, everything else is the same thing. So these lines here are okay. Save everything. Okay, so now if we take a look at what's the difference that we have done, we can see how we have removed consensus sizes from here. Then everything about long entity contracts, this and that, has been removed. Then this is not used later on when you call in order to do stuff. Okay. So what you want to actually do is git add this and say something like commit we say removed trailer in consensus sizes, because we don't know how to do it, although it would be nice to have an option to do this, but I don't want anything else. Now yeah, so everything is done here, so we can test if this is working or not. And I think I will end the stream here. Now I have started to polish this so that it works with KNN in the right way. Okay, so this is saved here, and apparently this works. Let's push this to the cloud stuff. So this is going to be main, I guess, and KNN. Yes. I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter. So is this commit here, browse files, scripts, trailer in, pknn. So that's what we want to use, and let's put this into the two chats, just in case someone wants to take a look at this. You got it trading view and in the other part. So we have worse results. If you take a look at it, it's worse because I don't know, the sizing helps apparently, but you know, I don't want to have a sizing that I don't know how to do it. Maybe we should think about the sizing that if you push the two of them, then you've got more or less, but I don't know. Let me write this down here. Do we want Do we want to add a size it again, but just set it to 1 so that later on we can use it. I mean, because right now what we have done, yeah, but so right now, let's see. So we have removed this. So we've got the smallest of the 3, because that's something that we needed here. And all of these, yeah, so the problem is that all of this depends on this stuff and the, yeah, so probably what we want is short trailer insights and multiplier to be something okay, let's revert this and let's see. Yes, we want to revert it, and in the first section we want to set this thing and the short one to 1.0. Okay, later on we will see if anything to 1.0, and that's it. Okay, that's it. That's what we want to do. Next video we want to do this. Okay. Okay, so this is it for today. I need to end the stream. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully another day I can be more time here. Bye.